What is up, everybody? Welcome to round one of the Warrior Motorsports Mazda Cup. We're going to be in the Mazda Roadsters, or the touring cars. Only have about 200 horsepower in these cars, but we're going to be here for 15 laps in the Roadsters. And your starting lineup is going to be as follows. So Simmet in P1, Wolf in P2. Second row is going to be Nazo and Jock. Third row is going to be NW and Voza. And your final row is going to be Mindlex by himself in that final section there. And we're going to get ready to go racing here. We're going to wait for the 5 lights to go out. 15 laps of Atlanta. Lights are out and we are underway. Not a single one of those drivers jumped, but they did get some pretty good launches. Simmet getting a great launch off the line there. Wolf going to be following close behind in P2. Jock and Nazo there look like they might get into it. A little bit of contact. Jock goes a little bit wide. We got Voza going off the track here. What happened to him? And slamming into the wall. Let's go back and watch the replay. So Voza right there in that final position. Mindlex goes right into the side of him. It looks like he may have just tried to overshoot that corner just a little bit, and Mindlex kind of got into him. Voza did come down onto Mindlex, and it did cost him to hit that wall. Mindlex also losing a lot of time from the rest of the field. Nazo and NW battling for this position here, for the P4 position. You want to be in the top 3. They get the most points, but you could gain more points from the fastest lap or leading the most laps. So Nazo's going to look for an open spot here. He gets a good run on NW, pulls out of the slipstream. He gets the P4 position, and he's going to brake a little bit early here, I believe. He does, and he goes for the switchback. He gets under NW, a little bit of contact there, but not enough to knock the drivers off of the track. NW loses the P4 position to Nazo. Jock and Wolf battling for that 2 and 3 position. Nazo trying to make up some ground here on the first lap. Unfortunately, Voza does lose a big chunk of time on the rest of the field. Wolf is going to be trying to catch up to Simmet while also defending Jock. Simmet and Jock being part of the same team. Wolf being the new manager for the Warrior Motorsports team in the Discord. Not a single DDRU driver made it to this, but the Warrior Motorsports driver did. It is going to be his first time in the Warrior Motorsports cars for the league section. He's been doing the open lobbies with us, running the Warrior Motorsports deliveries, but now he's running in the league representing Warrior Motorsports. So Jockson look for that inside line. He doesn't get it. Wolf retakes the position there. Simmet pulling away from the rest of the field on lap 2. Got quite a big gap between 2 and 3. Nazo and Mindlex. Nazo actually just pulls away from Mindlex. NW and Voza all trying to get that top 5 position. Mindlex goes off the track into the grass, and it causes him to overshoot into the next corner. He may get a penalty for that. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, NW has a penalty, and Voza's going to be following right behind him. Voza's going to try to make up some ground after that unfortunate mishap at the very beginning of the race. Mindlex with no penalty. Nazo and Jock now battling. Nazo's looking for an open spot here, trying to overtake Jock into the next corner. Maybe even on the straightaway, he's going to see if he can pull out of the slipstream. These two have been battling for the first 2 laps. Jock trying to defend against Nazo. Nazo's in the slipstream there. Unable to make the pass. He's on the outside. Jock's going to have that outside line, but Nazo, if he can just stick to the inside here, maybe he can try to retake the position. He just plays it safe, though. Into the chicane now. Nazo with a little bit, he had a run there. I think he lost too much speed with those, losing the control of his car there. Jock still has the P3 position. Simmet now setting the fastest lap of the race. So, no, Wolf sets it 1:29.677 on lap 2, starting lap 3 now. I think NW might be in position. Oh, who was that? Mindlex spins it out. Loses a little bit of control there and loses the P6 position. NW's going to try to make it from the ground. Now Voza up into P5 after spinning himself out and wrecking in the first lap on the first corner. Voza's got some ground to make up, but it shouldn't be impossible. We still got around 12 laps to go after this lap. Look at those headlights there. A little bit of a personalization there. Give them a little eyeballs for the Miatas. That's the best thing about these cars. They're funny and they're fast. Jock now looking for it to get up back into that P3 position. He a little bit of traction loss there. He's just going to try to gain some time. Nazo trying to track down Wolf. Wolf trying to track down Simmet. Simmett's on the outside now. He's got plenty of time to play with. He shouldn't have to worry about anything. Wolf trying to track down Simmett. Nazo trying to track down Wolf. And then we got Jock just trying to make up some time, maybe get back into those top 3 positions. His teammate is going to bring it in for the 3rd lap lead here at Road Atlanta. Simmett still not setting quite the fastest lap. Wolf still has that lap time. 0.005 separates Simmett's time from Wolf's. Can Wolf defend that fastest lap for those extra points there? Wolf trying to track down Simmett. Nazo getting a little bit of a better run there. He might be gaining some time on Wolf. Looks like he is trying not to mess up that section there. If he messes that up, could lead to a penalty, and it could cost a little bit of that race. Jock falling quite behind now. Voza trying to make up some ground. NW trying to track down Voza, and Mindlux just trying to stay on the track with his 1 second penalty now. A little bit of traction lost, and he goes flying off the track into the wall and takes himself out. Loses quite a bit of traction. We do not have a safety car for this series, so if you mess up, it is all on you. NW trying to gain a little bit of time on Voza, playing a little bit safe. He may have actually wrecked out. I didn't quite see it. Voza's making up a little bit of ground at a time. Wolf getting himself into a little bit of a pickle there with the 0.5 second penalty. Nazo's going to be within range to overtake him if he has to serve that. If he can't get a little bit of a gap there between Nazo and him, he's going to lose that P2 position. Nazo looking for an open spot here. He shouldn't have to fight him because of the 0.5 second penalty. As long as he stays within range, he shouldn't really have to fight Wolf here. Wolf getting ready to serve his penalty. Nazo getting ready for that P2 position. Only on lap 5 right now. Wolf gonna serve his penalty now. Simmett just right up there within a second of Wolf and Nazo. Nazo looking for the overtake. He gets it on Wolf. And now he's gonna look for that outside line. Maybe try to defend that P2 slot now. Wolf and Nazo coming down the hill now into the chicane. Wolf gonna look for any sort of mistake there for Nazo to retake that P2 position. He gets a good run on Nazo now. He has the outside line. He's going to cut back in, get that racing line going. And he has more speed than Nazo, but he loses the fastest lap to Simmett. Simmett sets a 1:29.1. Nazo trying to defend that P2 slot now. Wolf, great runs through the corners. Nazo kind of gets him on the straightaway. Now going into the next chicane. I think Wolf may get a penalty that was a little bit close to say if it was a corner cut or not. Nazo's going to have the P2 position still. And we got a battle for second now. Oh, Nazo loses it just a little bit. Wolf going to get a good run on him now. In the slipstream of Nazo. Wolf may try to go for a dive here into this corner. I don't think he will. He will. Shoots for the inside and he overtakes Nazo. Now can he defend it into the next corner? Nazo right on his bumper, getting into that slipstream. Maybe he can try to retake the P2 position here. Simmett just pulling away from the rest of the field. Mindlux looks like he's struggling there. If you look at the top of the map there, that's Mindlux trying to get his car to stay on the track. He's having a little bit of problems. It is the first round. I don't believe he's practiced as much as these other drivers. And it is his rookie season in the league. So we'll see how he performs throughout the season and see how it goes. Wolf there sending it through the grass. I believe he may get a penalty. That was quite a big cut there. We'll see what the stewards say about it. Nazo loses the position to Wolf, though. Nazo's going to have to try to track him down now. Jock losing quite a bit of time to the top 3. Voza looking to try to make up any ground he can. Then we got NW kind of on his own here, serving a 0.5 second penalty, and Mindlex with a 0.5 as well. A couple of our rookie drivers struggling, Simmet being our P3 place for the Cash Cup of 2024. He's leading this race in the Mazda series already, starting off in the first round. Wolf is one of our newer drivers. He's going to be in P2 for the first round. Both him and Nazo have a 0.5 second penalty. And remember this, there is no pits. There is just 15 straight laps of racing here. Round 2 will be a little bit more interesting. We might have some pit strategies. We might not. Rain could also be a factor at some point during the season. We never know. Nazo and Wolf both going to serve 0.5 penalties here. Wolf gets done with his. Nazo gets done with his. Both of them carrying their speed throughout the penalty there. All the drivers kind of spread out other than these 2 drivers. This is our main battle going on right here, is between Wolf and Nazo. We'll go back to Simmet here as he crosses the start and finish line to start off round 8, or lap 8. He doesn't quite get that next fastest lap. He set the fastest lap on the 4th lap there, but he is not able to get that time back. We'll see if he's able to get the fastest lap here. He's definitely the leader in laps led, so he'll get some extra points for that. He's also P1, so if he keeps the P1 position, he'll be able to get more points on that. Simmet having a pretty consistent race here. Wolf pulling away from Nazo just a little bit. We're going to go on board with Nazo as he tries to track down Wolf now. Nazo looking for any sort of mistake that Wolf makes. These cars are really fun to drive, but they're also very weird. If we weren't running the hard compound, these things would be sliding all over the place. They still do even with the hard compound, but it makes for a great racing. We get a little bit more speed out of these tires and a little bit better cornering. But you hit the wrong curb the wrong way and you can flip your car. I've seen it multiple times during our open lobbies. I used to run these in open lobbies and in other leagues, and these are very top heavy once you hit those curves. So Nazo's just going to try to track down Wolf now. Wolf losing a little bit of time to Nazo. And now the top 3 are spaced out along with the bottom 4. Jock, Voza, NW, and Mindlex all just trying to get some points here for this round 1. Everybody will, because once you get up to 10 positions, whoever is behind P10 does not get points. So they will all place points at least. Wolf coming into the first corner now, starting off his lap 9. Nazo just trying to track down Wolf now. Jock within range to try to catch up here. It's not impossible. He just has to run a very good race, get some time on him. Simmet now coming up behind Mindlex. Mindlex looks like he might get lapped here sometime around lap 10 or this lap. This corner is very troublesome for a lot of drivers, but Simmet, Wolf, and Nazo seem to have got it dialed in now. A lot of mistakes from our bottom 4 drivers. Jock just losing a lot of time to the top 3 now. Mindlex there on the straightaway. He's got his hazards on. Should see a blue flag here in just a minute. Simmet running 0.9 seconds slower than his fastest lap. Still good timing. He's got 129, 130 all throughout the board. He ran a 135 on the first lap. Coming up to the final corners now. Simmet gonna round off lap 9, start off lap 10. We got 5 laps to go after this one, and we're gonna go back to full throttle. Just let you guys kind of hear the cars and watch it without me having to listen to me talk. So we're gonna go full throttle right now. looks like we had a little bit of trouble there with Wolf. We're going to go back and watch the replay real quick. Board with him, see what kind of happened here. It looks like he just clips the curb just a little bit, gets into the grass, loses a little bit of traction there, and then throttles out too hard. Has to downshift, and it gets it off the wall, but not before Nazo overtakes him for the P2 position. Wolf down to P3 now. Wolf's got some work to do now as he's going to track down Nazo again. These two drivers have been battling this entire race, and that little mistake kind of cost Wolf that P2 position. 5 seconds slower now after hitting the wall. Nazo looking to try to track down the leader or just stay in that P2 slot. Simmet now following up. Did he pass Mind? Mind has now been overtaken by the leader. Mind has been lapped by Simmet. Still placing points there in 7th place though. He's going to spin his car. Is he going to save it or no? Spinning just a little bit, goes into the grass. Gets the blue flag as the rest of the drivers are going to pass him. Keeping it safe, staying off the track. That's what we like to see. These drivers being respectful of other drivers' space. Once you spin out, you should not be immediately driving back onto the track. Make sure you're clear and then get back on there. So Mindlux now still in P7, being lapped by the top 4. Actually, no, Jock is going to be coming closely behind, but I don't think he has not lapped him yet. Mindlux staying on the inside. Jock gets a 0.5 second penalty. Wolf trying to track down Nazo again. They're not super far from each other, maybe within a second, but Wolf's got some work to do after hitting the wall the way he did on the last lap. Jock has made up quite a bit of time. I believe Nazo has made up some time. NW definitely making up time now, trying to get caught up with Voza. NW gets a 0.5 second penalty though. That is not what we want to see whenever we're trying to catch up to the rest of the field. Mindlux also has a 0.5 second penalty. Simmet pulling away from the rest of the field. I believe he's got a 13-second gap right now, maybe 10. And we got Nazo still in P2. Wolf trying to track him down. Not super far now. Wolf's actually catching up to Nazo just a little bit. Wonderful livery there by Wolf. I believe he makes all of his Warrior Motorsports liveries, and they are some of the coolest liveries you can possibly see. Wolf's just going to try to track down Nazo though as the race progresses. We are 17 minutes into the race. Only 5 more to go here as we get 5 more minutes, not laps. Only 3 more laps to go here at Road Atlanta for round 1. Can Wolf retake the P2 position, or will Nazo steal it from him after Wolf makes that grave mistake there? We're going to go back full throttle for the last time during the race. So Wolf has made up quite a bit of time, still not within time. Okay, he's going to cut the corner once more. I'm surprised the stewards have not given him a penalty by now. Oh, I jinxed it. He gets a 1 second penalty from that corner cut there. Nazo's going to have... Oh, I thought Nazo had a penalty there for a second. Nazo has no penalty, so Nazo will keep that P2 position for at least this lap. But I don't know if Wolf can retake that P2 position by the end of this if he's got to serve that 1 second. Simmet still in a very comfortable lead here. 13 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. His first time running in the series for this team. The Speed Warriors, I believe, is the team name. They run mainly gold. But Simmet has a very comfortable lead here. Nazo has a comfortable lead over Wolf. Wolf has to serve that 1 second. We got Jock just trying to track down the leaders for the final part of the race. We are only 1.5 laps away from the finale here. I don't know if we're going to have a real battle here. Wolf's going to lose a lot of time, and Nazo might just drive away with it. So Wolf getting ready to serve his 1 second penalty here. He serves it right now. Carries a little bit of momentum, but not a lot. He does have to slow down quite a bit there. But he's still in that P3 position. He's going to get quite a bit of points for placing in P3. But if Nazo makes a mistake, he could be open to that P2 position. I don't think anyone's catching up to Simmet. Simmet has completely driven away from the rest of the field. Starting his final lap now for the Speed Warrior Racing team. Nazo starting off lap 15 as well as Wolf. Jock coming around the final corner now to start off his final lap. NW and Mindlex is actually quite a bit behind, but NW is looking for that P5 position on this final lap. Or they haven't even started lap 15 yet. But if Voza makes a mistake, NW could 100% take that position away from him. NW is looking for any sort of mistake from Voza, and if he makes a mistake, then he could take that P5 position. Jock now serves he's gonna serve a 0.5 second penalty. Wolf has no penalty, Nazo has no penalty, and Simmet has no penalty. Simmet going down the final, or the back straightaway now, as well as Nazo and Wolf. Wolf trying to track down Nazo before the end of the race here. If Nazo makes any sort of mistake on that last chicane, Wolf could take it. But it looks like Simmet might be our race winner here. Coming up to the final straightaway here, to the start and finish line. Simmet going to drive it from start to finish, leading all 50 at Road Atlanta. Nazo going to bring it home now in the P2 position. And Wolf following not too far behind, maybe within a second. Wolf finishes the race. So our top three is going to be Simmet, Nazo, and Wolf. Jock rounds off P4. Finishing the race, Voza P5. NW looking for that slot now. NW might be able to overtake Voza. We're going to go on board with NW now. Into the corner. NW sends it and overtakes Voza. A little bit of contact. But NW gets that P5 position. Mindlex drives off the track there. Can NW defend his position against Voza before the end of the race here? Voza does not overtake NW. NW